Yeah, we most certainly can.
What up, y'all? We are here in a new location.
Hello, we're back. I'm an opera singer.
Okay.
New location.
New location.
My closet. I mean, they're gonna see the. They're gonna see.
I thought you were trying to TikTok it. You know, they'll never know. They're gonna know. They'll never know.
They're gonna know.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I mean, it's new location.
I've got 35 chapters of references that I'm not gonna pull from.
But we're in the closet. We're not trapped in it. We can get out, but we're in it because, new location. New location, who this?
New location, who this?
Who this? Okay.
All right, so this is episode 4 of the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Chris with a K, and this is...
I didn't know what that meant. I didn't wait. I am Dashing D. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for returning. We are, most appreciative of coming here with us,
coming to our little...
Doing the thing.
Our little quaint space.
A little, a little cozy little corner we got going on over here.
You know what I'm saying? I might have to...
In my gowns.
Might have to...
Put on some sequins.
You know what I'm saying?
What you should do is put on the leopard coat.
Illegal leopard?
Yeah.
Anybody watches Dave Chappelle is going to be like, oh, illegal leopard!
You should totally put on the leopard coat, but it's fine.
Like I said, it's illegal leopard.
Alright, let's get
my guy best friend loves that shit.
Does he?
He loves that shit.
Well,
he's like, it's illegal leopard.
That's why you should put on the leopard coat.
He loves that. Nah, I'm not fly enough. I don't have a fresh cut. I don't have a fresh shave. You can't just throw on the leopard out of nowhere.
I should put the leopard on.
I mean, you might be fly enough. I'm not. I can't randomly just throw on the leopard.
It's kind of cold in here. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I may. Chris? Are you Chris? Who's Chris? Does anyone know who Chris is?
Mm.
Or where Chris is? Did Chris bring the water this time?
I got something.
Oh.
I don't know if we should be showing labels.
No labels.
Sponsorships
no
and
labels,
stuff.
But
I got
my water. Wait, why is your water different from mine? Chris did that.
I don't know.
Chris did that.
I guess he didn't go to the same store. Maybe he doubled back. He's like, oh, and they wanted a Kit Kat. Then went to get the Kit Kat. I was like, I forgot a water.
I mean,
let me get the water too.
Chris needs to do better. I still think Chris should get fired. But you said it's too soon to fire him.
Too soon.
I don't think that's true.
He's still in single digits.
Oh, so we can fire him in episode
last
10?
Episode you said episode 6.
So we can fire him.
Episode
in episode 10?
You was like, oh, so like episode 6. Now it's like 10.
Yeah, episode 10. All right, I'll give him till episode 10 to get his shit together.
That's so funny.
All
right, what we got on the docket?
So something we've been kind of dabbling in and trying to figure out if we should talk about is this penis cake situation. Let me pull it up.
All right, while you pull it up
real quick.
So one day she tells me about this person or / account. Right? We gotta give some context.
Okay, so there's this Twitter account called Am I the Asshole?
Yes. Oh, my bad.
It's kind of like a almost like a Reddit thread, but it's on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And people can write in and ask, are they the asshole? And then they, do all these whatever. It could be anything. I've been reading it for the longest. Excuse the sounds of in the background.
Ooh, and you told them your location? I'm bleeping that.
Ooh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Don't worry, I'm going to bleep that right out.
Let's bleep that out.
It's going to be like...
Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, so it's a thread and you write in and you ask questions like, oh, I don't know, I fucked my boss's son. Am I the asshole? Something like that. I didn't do that.
I would give you props if you did.
I didn't, but...
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Also, please don't show this to my boss.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. But it'll be something like that.
So it's scenarios that are supposed to be real.
Yes. Supposedly.
Not hypothetical.
I think some of them are real, and I think some people are trolling.
Yeah.
Obviously. You know.
Because the internet.
The internet will internet.
So you stumbled upon this one.
I stumbled upon this one. I'm pulling it up. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have it in a second.
So yeah, people write in and they give scenarios, tomato.
What's the scenario?
Here we go, yo.
Yeah.
Here we go, yo. And then I guess so. Who responds to "Are you the asshole or not"?
So
the followers, or the owner of the account.
So anyone can respond. All right, so I'm gonna read this one because I thought that this was fascinating.
Great, and I can't see, so. So you gotta read it because I couldn't see anyway.
Okay, so this says, "Am I the asshole for getting my wife a penis-shaped cake?" It also says throwaway because my wife uses Reddit. So I think that the thread actually starts on Reddit and then they take it off of Reddit and put it in this Twitter feed.
That's cheating.
I guess not if the person who owns the Twitter account also owns the Reddit thread. No?
I suppose.
Anyway, I, a 34-year-old male, was gearing up to celebrate my 10th anniversary. Woo, they've been married since he was 24.
More props to them.
Youngsters. Okay. I like it. She was 21. Wow. With my wife, 31-year-old female. I had an entire night planned out.
He wrote female?
Yeah, it says 34-year-old male, 31-year-old female.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
He didn't write it out like...
I got it. It's fine.
Not like them motherfuckers that...
That's why I asked. I'm about to say red flag.
You females!
Throw the flag.
You females always... Don't do that. Anyway... I had an entire night planned out, like we were going to be trying lobster for the first time. Where the conflict arises was with the cake. I had always wanted to do a penis-shaped cake since I thought it was funny, but I didn't know how my wife would react. However, since it was our 10th anniversary, I figured she would be used to my crude sense of humor.
Okay.
I went ahead and got the cake a couple of days in advance and put it into our fridge. However, my wife snuck a peek and was not pleased. She got really mad at me and accused me of trying to ruin our special night. I thought that was ridiculous, but she's been mad at me ever since. Apparently, she spoke with her family about it, and they've been blowing up my phone ever since. They're mostly conservative Mormons.
Mormons?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I still don't think I did anything wrong by trying to do something nice for her, but I realized I might be the asshole because I haven't offered to get another cake yet since the mood is kind of ruined. So he feels like she ruined the mood and he doesn't owe her another cake. The penis cake was sufficient. What do you think about this? Also, I feel like we should do an "Am I the Asshole?" and have people write into us because I think this would be hilarious. But you know, we could talk about that. I just think it would be, and I think we'd be really good at answering those questions.
I'm not against it.
I mean, so
but you know, if we allow them to write in, they're going to be wilding.
Please write in, please. I'm ready. I'm prepared.
So they have to send it to our Instagram or TikTok.
Instagram or TikTok, yeah.
So our Instagram and TikTok handles are the same.
Uh-huh.
It is LHRC Pod. That's it.
I was going to start signing it, and then I realized that by the time I got to the P, I probably wasn't going to be prepared to
pee?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so y'all want to write us in, y'all can follow us, DM us.
Yes.
Give us your scenario. And we'll let you know if you're a stupid motherfucker. I mean, if you're
the asshole. But yeah, I love this. We should probably call it something else, but we'll work on that. But yeah. So anyway, let's talk about it.
Penis cake.
Penis cake.
All right. So after 10 years of marriage, shouldn't you know if your wife is cool with some shit like that or not?
I think you should. Because
I've never been married. But I've known people well enough to know this may or may not be a good idea.
Like, I don't... I want dick for my birthday. I don't want a dick for my birthday. You understand what I mean?
But it wasn't even the birthday. It was the anniversary.
Oh, it was the anniversary, right? I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Yeah, no, same thing. Same rules apply. Same rules apply.
I feel like, so you didn't even do like the fake joke? Like, you know, when you test the waters with a joke and be like, yo, you know what would be crazy?
Yes.
You didn't do that?
That's what you should do.
You didn't think to do
Temperature check.
Yeah. Just
wouldn't it be funny if I got you a penis cake for our anniversary?
Yeah. And then like make more inappropriate jokes on top and see how she reacts.
Yeah.
Like ask her, should it be a chocolate landing strip or something?
Exactly. But he didn't do that. He just
showed up with a dick cake.
He just went in for the kill.
And then you put it in the regular fridge.
Put it in the regular fridge.
You didn't have another place that the cake could have been in until the time came. And then why she called her fam? I have mad questions.
How do we feel about her peeking?
Well, I'm not. I mean, how much of a real conversation are we gonna have?
Well, let's have a real conversation.
Women like to peek.
All right. I should have known that's where this was.
Yo, you ask, I got answers. Women like to peek. Those are not crickets, y'all.
Women like to peek.
That's my stance. You want me to play Know the Ledge like the Joe Budden podcast?
I don't like to peek.
Okay.
I don't like to know. Okay, I don't really like surprises.
I don't like surprises either.
I don't like surprises. I feel like surprises can go awry.
Yeah, but I wouldn't peek. I'm gonna call you over.
But
hey, yo, what the fuck is this right here?
That's what I was about to say. I don't think
honey, darling, love, can you come here for just a second? What the fuck is this? What's this right here? A box? Yeah, I know. Can you open the box?
Yeah, I don't think that I would peek, especially if I knew that it was our anniversary that was coming up. I don't think that I would peek because I know that it's something for that. I would assume that. So I can't say that I wouldn't ever look at a gift that someone bought me if I knew it was there.
The defense vest, Your Honor. I'd leave, but I got nowhere to go. So I can't say what I want to say now either because we're not allowed to.
You're not allowed to say that ever again in life. Ever again. Okay? We are not trapped. So, no. Okay.
She shouldn't have peeked.
Have I ever peeked at a gift that I was given before I was supposed to open it? Yes. Have I done it with a significant other though?
Come on. How many anyway, never mind. Go ahead.
No.
How much evidence y'all want to give the court?
However, I've only lived with one significant other, so I kind of feel like it's a moot point because the gift is probably not in my possession anyway, so we can't really test out that theory, right? I feel like we should shoot me some bail here because we don't really know what I would do in this situation.
I made my stance clear.
I don't like the generalization that women peek. I think that that's... Here's the thing. I'm very Mario Winans about my shit. I don't want to know. Right? So, we can get into a conversation about snooping and peeking and things like that. It's a gift, though. I feel like it's really, it's light.
The defense rests again, Your Honor.
All right, fine. Whatever. Anyway. So
he wowed out. He didn't check the temperature.
I don't think
she did check the cake.
I don't think she should have checked the cake, though.
She didn't like it. And then she called her family.
I'm just
not
glad.
Her best friend.
Right.
Not her work husband.
Her work husband. Okay.
Not her best friend at work. Because that'd be different than the regular best friend.
Right, that's true.
It'd be like, Dion is my best friend. But then at work, it'd be some total other
Inseparable.
person.
And so you got your homie at work.
Right. You didn't call none of those people.
You know what this nigga did.
Right. She immediately got on the horn and was like, hey, mom. Right. Let me tell you. Oh, hold on. You calling sis too? Oh, yeah. Put it on three-way. Yeah.
Now, I would probably would have called my mom and my sister. I'm going to be honest. I'm very close to my mom and my sister. I definitely would have called my sister, who probably would have said to me, "But D, you didn't. Why did you peek?" I feel like she would defend him and say
Your
that I
mom
shouldn't
would
have
defend
peeked.
him?
My sister would. My mom is a crapshoot. I would not really know what she would say. I don't know who she's defending. I don't know what she's deciding to do. What? Leave my sequence alone. Yeah, I don't know what my mom would do, but my family is also not Mormon, and so
right. So then that's the
not,
next part.
Crazy religious, and so I don't know.
Why would you get a Mormon woman a dick cake? Yo,
that actually makes it funnier. That actually makes the joke
it makes it funnier
even
to us,
better.
not to them.
He's a dingbat. He's a dingbat. Okay,
he is bugging.
What is wrong with you, sir?
A lot.
What is wrong? Don't. First of all, here's the thing. 10th anniversary. I want romance. I don't know. I want pomp. I want circumstance. I don't even like over the top gestures. But 10th anniversary. You giving me a penis cake, bruh? No. Yes, you are the asshole. You are the asshole.
He just did a lot wrong.
I feel like it could have been. I feel like, first of all, birthday would have been better.
I mean, but okay, this is what I don't understand.
What?
He said he been wanting to get a penis cake. Why the fuck would you wait till now?
There were so many opportunities to do it.
There's like a billion fake holidays. He could have got it on any holiday.
Or he could have even.
Or a random payday.
I would have even been okay. Probably not in front of my Mormon family, but if he threw me like a surprise party or something, a surprise birthday party, and brought out the penis,
do that with the Mormon squad.
Not with the Mormon squad.
But look, if she called them immediately, you know they coming to the surprise party.
But if it was friends or something like that,
she don't got no friends. She called her family immediately.
Just because you call your family immediately doesn't mean you don't have friends. I would call my sister, but then I would call my best friend.
Right. But he said she called her family, who are now calling him.
Right.
That's kind of telling.
I mean, yeah. But they're probably super close because they're Mormon and, not everybody's Mormon. And so you probably
everybody's Mormon.
You probably gravitate
if we didn't name our episodes in a very specific way, I would so make that the title. Yeah. But because we name our episodes a specific way, I won't. But that would be a funny ass title.
My phone keeps lighting up. Let me turn down the backlight. But okay, so yes, he's the asshole for so many different reasons.
And then she wants a new cake,
but he doesn't want to get her a new cake.
I mean,
you wouldn't get her a new cake?
No. But I don't need to ask. I am an asshole. I'm not out here asking niggas, hey, Twitter, am I the... I'm just like, yo, I'm an asshole. I got you a penis cake. That's it. You gotta...
Bitch.
You don't want the penis cake? Listen. So I apologize, which he has mad apologizing to do.
Also,
let me be clear.
Is there anything else? Or is
we didn't even get to that.
It doesn't say.
Because maybe he did do a lot of fly other gestures. Because he said he had things in the works. No? What it said? Let's go to the videotape.
He had an entire night planned out.
See? So the cake was a piece of it.
They were going to try lobster for the first time.
But why haven't tried lobster, though?
Because they're Mormon.
They don't live by a red lobster? No, she's Mormon. He's not Mormon.
Chances are he's Mormon, too.
He's not Mormon. He's buying dick cakes.
That's probably why.
And been wanting to, apparently.
Probably why, though. He should have... It would have been better if he, did something like a mold of his dick or something like that.
On a cake?
Not the cake, but...
Oh, like a toy or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. But if you live with me, what you need the toy mold? Anyway, whatever. That's another... it's a deeper, darker criminal link.
Listen. Anyway.
If you live with someone, you want the penis mold of them? I would think you wanted of someone else. I already have you right here. Every night.
I don't want to talk about penis molds.
You started it,
right? But I'm
just trying to have a real conversation.
I'm finishing it.
You bowing out?
I'm bowing out of that conversation. I'm not going to go there. But yes, he did say that he had a night planned out
and
they
lobster.
were going to have lobster.
All right, lobster and penis cake. I mean, that sounds pretty interesting. I mean, I don't know. I got nothing to answer. He answered the tweet answers your question. There was more. Dick cake was not.
And that was not it.
The end all be all.
Okay.
But it became the end all be all. But yeah. So you think she needs a new cake before we move on?
Yes.
Why? Wait, and y'all tell us, do y'all buy cakes for 10-year anniversaries? Is that a thing?
I mean, does it matter? Maybe she likes cake.
Cake on the 10-year anniversary? That's a thing?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. Okay? I don't think that there's anything amiss there. But I do think that this could have been handled very differently. I think that if in good faith, I think if he came with a new cake and said, I know that was a long shot. Who I didn't know if you would be into it or not, because he admits he doesn't know if he didn't know if she would be into it or not.
And that was also the wrong time to roll the dice.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like he could have even done it like randomly. Randomly came in and said, "Babe, I got you a cake. Just thinking of you. Get her flowers or something, just on a random Tuesday or something like that, and then whip out the penis cake." They would have had a good laugh about it.
Absolutely.
Not your 10-year anniversary, especially when she doesn't know what you have planned. And it's not her responsibility to know in advance what you have planned so she can temper her emotions about the penis cake.
Well, that's why she took a peek.
I probably would have peeked at the cake. The more I think about it, I probably would have peeked at the cake.
Exhibit C.
Yeah.
Hit it, J Electronica.
All right, so since we're talking about the internet, I mean, I don't have any advice for that guy other than just buy her a new cake.
And say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like the cake would be a good component to the apology.
Sure.
I'm not saying he has to. I'm just saying good faith. Nice gesture.
I mean, he got to do something because he ain't getting any.
None.
She gonna tell him eat the penis cake,
and that's exactly what I would tell him.
And he
eat the penis cake. That'll be the only action you're getting.
Cake. I mean, I vote for it too. I think withholding is all right, but I know I'm in the minority. So
that's a conversation for a different pod.
You're right. So come on, what else?
So since we're on the internet,
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's just been this conversation about leaking text messages.
Oh, this is my favorite, yes.
And so we need to address the leaked text.
Yes, I agree. Leaked text messages have become a thing.
Yeah, has.
It started off with like sporadic moments of heated arguments on Twitter or on Instagram, mostly Twitter from what I've seen. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's how you feel, Dashing D? You fucking lying. You know what? Fine. Bow, screenshot. But now it's just like, I'm gonna just put your text messages up for no ass reason.
Right. Are they still leaked text, or are they just, I'm gonna put your shit on blast?
Well, the reason it's called a leaked text is because it's something that's private.
And so both people didn't consent to it.
Right. So it's text rape. That's the name of the episode.
No.
It's fucking great.
No.
It's great. Come on, put it in the comments.
What?
Text rape? What? That's not a good one. Come on.
Text. I don't even want to say it.
That's what it is. It's unconsensual public display of the text.
I am floored. What in the world?
Text rape.
How did we get here?
That's what the leaked text is. It's non-consensual.
You are on one today.
I'm ready to pod.
You are. I'm
ready to pod. Unconsensual.
You went from withholding to text rape. Okay. So, all right.
You brought up consent.
All right. Talk to us about text rape then. Let's not call it that though, because
TR.
Fine.
Anyway, leaking a text is when the other party has not given consent. In fact, they usually don't even know until the internet tags them later on. Shade Room or whoever is like, oh, Dashing D leaked JB's text about blah, blah, blah.
The biggest star doing this right now, we might as well acknowledge it, is...
He been doing it.
None other than...
Kanye been doing it. This is not new.
Kanye West.
Kanye been putting out group chats and text messages with all type of people. He been doing it. That's why I put it in one of my songs. Kanye is the king of the leaked text. He may have even invented it. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying maybe, possibly.
I mean, he is the king of leaked text.
He leaked the text for no ass reason. Remember the billionaire one? He's like, oh, everybody who was on Drake's album, I put him in a group chat. I told him, look at the group chat.
Because Kanye loves to grandstand.
What he told them niggas? I'm worth more money than all of y'all.
You
combined. He said I'm worth more money than all of y'all combined.
Which is true.
And put that on Twitter.
Which was true.
We don't know that.
I mean,
Jay-Z was in that text message.
Oh.
Group chat.
Okay, so Kanye right.
And what? Anyway, we can save Kanye for a Kanye episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Kanye.
Did I just leak some shit?
You leaked it, but I also leaked it on my pod, so it's fine. But
all right, let him know then.
We're gonna do a Kanye episode.
Yeah.
We've been avoiding talking about Kanye because we're going to do a full Kanye deep dive.
Get your popcorn because that shit is gonna be real.
It's probably gonna be our longest episode.
Word. It might be as long as his docs.
We are going to deep dive on Kanye West, not just the bullshit that's been happening in the media lately, but also his catalog. Is he a genius? Is a question I want answered. It's
not a question, but go ahead.
Is a question I want answered. I want us to really pick that apart and define what makes him a genius. And is he still that? But we're telling you too much. We're talking way too much about this.
Leak texts.
Kanye
loves to leak texts.
Kanye. I think the shit is fun to him. And then doesn't know what to do when other people leak text because Pete Davidson's people.
Skeet.
That's
his name, right? Skeet. Didn't he start that way? He said, "What's up, it's Skeet?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said, "Hey, it's Skeet." Skeet. What are you gonna do? What do you do with a troll? A trolling ass troll.
No, hold on. Let me put this water down because I got answers. Let me tell you something.
What do you do with a trolling ass troll?
As an asshole, I'm gonna tell you how this goes. When somebody is an asshole or they're being a straight up dick, because there's levels. You gotta be able to meet them where they're at.
Meet them where they're at. I agree.
You gotta be able to meet them where they're at. So it's like, so this is what we doing. Okay, hey, hi, this is Skeet. What's up? Hi.
No, I think he did the right thing. I'm not.
Oh, I don't know about that. But...
I think. Okay. In terms of the way he approached and the energy that he was on, I think that his energy was fine. I don't think that there was anything. Okay, you want to talk about this?
Okay. No. Skeet leaked texts.
Skeet had his people leak texts.
Oh yeah, he didn't even leak it. His cousin, right? That's what it was?
Yes.
What was the point of that? If you want to leak the text, why you don't just post it? No, let's have a real conversation. If I'm going to leak our conversation, why am I sending it to my bestie or my daughter or my cousin or my dad? Yo, screenshot and post the shit. So you took several screenshots.
Well, okay.
And sent them to your cousin and was like, hey, yo, cuz, you know what would be dope?
Skeet works for a national television show that is on a huge network.
So?
Yeah, you're saying so, but Skeet has a contract that he has signed.
That says you can't leak text?
I don't know what his contract says, but it is possible. A lot of these contracts have code of conduct,
Mm-hmm.
clearly defined.
Mm-hmm.
Also, some vague areas too. But I think Skeet knows how powerful Kanye is. And while I don't really see how the white man doesn't win in this situation because, white privilege, but 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 I could see how Skeet, because Kanye is as huge as he is, and because Kanye has so much influence.
I mean, he can't. Never mind. Go ahead.
And he has so much influence, and the reality of the situation is Kim Kardashian was his wife, and so there's a lot of power and influence that comes with that family, whether we like it or not. I think Skeet was trying to protect his own shit by not leaking it himself. I think he purposely, because then he could say plausible not deniability. He could be like, I didn't know my cousin was going to do that.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh my gosh. But yes, basically, he could be like, I was just sharing this with my cousin because it's my cousin.
And then my cousin wilded out.
And my cousin was like, shit, I'm putting this on the internet.
All right, well.
And again, I don't know what Skeet's contract looks like. I don't know. Maybe there isn't anything about that. I'm just saying, I would think a lot of those things come with, you can't do this, you can't do this. Look, Kanye is not going to be performing at the Grammys because of his internet conduct. We will get to that. But
yeah, we have to.
We will get to that. I guess we can even talk about that next. But why I don't like the leaked text thing. I feel like it's like fight your battles away from the internet.
See, but that's the thing. I love taking screenshots. So I'm not mad at screenshots, but I take screenshots for the purpose of later on or in that moment when shit pops off. Like, if you say some wild shit, I'll be like, this is going to come back up. Screenshot. But I'm not going to put it on the internet. It's to send back to you when you say like, I didn't say that shit. No, motherfucker, you did.
So you are regularly keeping track of conversations you've had?
Yeah, for years. Like,
it's like you're keeping a file on people?
Gotta keep the receipts.
Oh.
But leaking them, what's the point of, like, why niggas need to know that?
Them, you're just gonna catalog them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love screenshots, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you do gotta put it in the group chat, but that's not Twitter when you have 5 million followers.
Your group chat should be your safe space.
I think. Listen, I'm sure there are plenty of things I've said that have been screenshotted and put in group chats. That's fine. That's private. That's a whole different conversation. Mm-hmm. But the internet. Your thousands, millions of followers need to see what happened with you and whoever. No, man, come on, stop. That's whack. I understand. Okay, so there's been examples in the past, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. There's different ways this has been done. The way Kanye does it is like, I'm just going to wild out and semi-flex. Maybe in his mind it's a flex. It often does not come off as a flex to me. I mean, maybe in his mind it does. But I remember there was a time when...
clear about something. Kanye is harassing that woman and that man. But we'll get into that later. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. There have been situations when people have argued, right?
Yes.
I don't want to say names because there's a lot of superstars who are in these situations. Mm-hmm. But there have been situations where people are like, I didn't sign this contract, or mm-hmm. I never agreed to that. And then people will post screenshots, mm-hmm. take pictures of contracts. Mm-hmm. To me, that makes sense because you've already put it in the public forum. Right. But to just be on some, you know what, it's Sunday afternoon.
And you take the things that are going on behind the shadows.
Sunday service is over.
This is what happens after Sunday service.
Sunday service is over. You know what I feel like? I feel like leaking some text messages today. No, come on, stop. And I think it's whack. So there's twofold. I think on one hand, it's really whack that this has become such a popular thing. Mm-hmm. And two, I think it shows you how much influence Kanye has.
Oh, you think that Kanye is like you think so?
He's
you
the
think
king of the
he's
leaked texts.
You think he
You already
started
said it.
leak?
I'm sorry, what?
You think he started leaky texts?
Leaky texts.
Yeah.
Like, anyway.
Nope.
Let me get my shit.
Nope.
Yeah, Kanye is the king of the leaked texts.
But
this becoming a thing that now other people are doing, and it's like the cool thing
There's
to
a
them.
bunch of people I don't even know. I follow the Shade Room, and they are always showing screenshots of, and I'm like, who are these people, and why does anyone care?
I don't know why they care.
It's always about baby daddies, and I just don't know. Who are these people?
I don't know.
Please take me out of my misery.
You could just unfollow
the Shade Room, nah, because then because who else is going to compile all of Kanye's shenanigans?
Everyone
on the carousel.
The way, look at you using the right terms on the Instagram stuff.
But yeah, who's gonna do that? I don't know who's gonna do that. So it's just hey.
But if they weren't doing it, perhaps Kanye wouldn't be banned from the Grammys.
Right. But also Kanye did it, just because they compiled it doesn't mean that it wouldn't have gone viral.
I mean, a lot of times it goes viral after the fact, not when Kanye does it.
Yeah, but not with Kanye. With Kanye, it goes viral regardless of whether anyone posts it or not. A Shade Room or Baller Alert or one of them. I don't like the way I don't even follow Baller Alert. It's just the first thing that popped in my.
No, you're right.
I don't like the way you looked at me like
the wheels started turning.
The judgment that
no. I was
trying to
honestly, I was trying to think of how many accounts are there like that.
There are a lot.
Because those are probably the two most popular, but I'm sure there's more, right?
I'm sure there's more that people don't know about. I don't even follow Baller Alert. Like I said, I don't. Listen, there are times where I unfollow the Shade Room or mute them because it's too much. But I feel like every time I unfollow them, I miss something pertinent. Right. I just people tell me things and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I miss that? Because you weren't following the Shade Room, so I just go right back. I just go right back. So yeah.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back
in. Yeah, so I don't think that's true. I think you're spot on when you say that Kanye has so much influence that I don't think it matters. I think when Kanye tweets something, it's going to reach every corner of the internet, whether it's me who reposts it and a bunch of people repost it after me, or the Shade Room or ABC News or whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. It's going to reach the entire internet.
Like, you see how everybody is saying publicist now?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was saying publicist before that one interview.
He has a lot of influence, and I think that's part of what makes him such a complicated public figure, because of all the influence he has. Again, we will get into this, but it does because people are always paying attention to him, and it's everyone who's paying attention to him.
Yeah,
and that's why some of the stuff he does is like, okay, we have questions. Right. But since we're talking about Kanye and the fact that he's been banned from the Grammy, so it's my understanding that he cannot perform, but he is nominated for Donda.
Yeah,
I think
that's the situation. So he's not. He was scheduled to perform. Yeah, we have to start there,
because I think when you're nominated, you're slated to perform. I think that's how it works.
Some people, yes.
I think it goes because The Weeknd had some issues in the last couple of years.
Well, The Weeknd last year specifically, he was nominated for many awards, and they wanted him to be the key performer. Right. But he had already signed on to do the Super Bowl.
Yes, so he couldn't do both.
And they said he couldn't do both. They were like, "Yo, fuck the Super Bowl, rock with us."
Yeah,
and he was
like, "This is
nigga what?
Super Bowl.
Nigga who?
I get to walk in a glass What was it? A glass hallway that he did.
Mimed out of? He mimed?
He didn't mime, but it felt that way to me because there were mirrors everywhere. Did you?
I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah. With the face wraps and the...
Yeah, that was a time when he was doing weird things to his face.
Or not. Because apparently a lot of it was fake.
Yeah. That's what I mean. When I say weird things, I mean he was doing things to alter his face. They weren't real, though.
Yeah.
Which, thankfully, it didn't look good. It didn't look good.
I'll let you tell it. But The Weeknd was given a choice, an ultimatum by the Grammys.
Okay.
And he said, fuck your couch. Went to the Super Bowl. Like,
fuck your couch.
Yeah, fuck your couch, nigga. And he went on to... Sorry, we was talking about Amigo Leopard, so...
And, you know.
I had to do it. But
Dave
yeah.
Chappelle was alive and well in this episode.
Yep. And yeah, so he said fuck that. And he did the Super Bowl. So now, a year later, Kanye has been told he cannot perform, although he was scheduled to perform. What's wrong?
No, I'm just processing what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. So Kanye was supposed to perform, and now he is not allowed to perform, they say, because of his internet shenanigans.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's hilarious. First of all, part of me feel like ha 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 to Kanye because, yo, you be wildin', player.
And he thinks that he doesn't have consequences.
And there's consequences. Now, should the Grammys be the ones to give him the consequences? I don't know.
I kind of understand it, though, because, again, there are certain ethics, like it or not, hate it or love it. There are certain ethics that are associated with certain organizations, with certain networks. It just is. This is the thing.
They never banned Eminem. He says all type of outlandish shit.
He does.
Publicly,
he
on
does.
Songs, on this records, on Twitter.
Here's the thing. Because a lot of people will argue that your recorded music is art, right? And so I think that, and
it's just all good as long as he's up there with Elton John.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this went beyond the music. He was publicly harassing his wife. Ex-wife now. He was at the time, they were still married. He was publicly harassing, and not that it's really stopped, but publicly harassing her and her boyfriend. It's weird to say boyfriend after like a certain age. It just feels like
Skeet. By the way, is it Skeet or Ski without a T? I don't know.
It's Skeet.
There's a T?
Yeah, because it's a play on Pete.
But Skeet is skeeting in your wife.
Skeeting in his wife.
That's what I'm saying. Not your wife.
I know, but I'm just...
Kim.
Yeah.
I won't be calling a nigga Skeet who's skeeting in my wife. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was off to the side.
Yeah. So, but
because that's the text I would have sent. Fuck, hey, it's Skeet. I'd have sent that nigga, oh, Skeet. Oh, Skeet.
Goddamn.
With mad, the little like splash emoji with the 3 drips.
Yes.
I'd have put, oh, Skeet. Oh, Skeet. And then like 20 of those drips.
No. So,
20 of those droplets.
Yuck.
Now you could threaten me because now I deserve it after that.
Yeah.
Since you want to send threats and chop heads off in videos.
Right. But okay, so
that'd have been another good text. I'd be like, yo, it's Skeet. You know what head you didn't chop off?
Okay. Can we please? Why is this happening? He was publicly harassing her. Mm-hmm. He was doing things like buying the home across the street from hers.
Yep.
And if any regular ass dude does this to his estranged wife, people are going to think that he is nuts. And people are going to advise that woman to get a restraining order against that man.
Sure.
I think that people have decided that because it's Kanye West, it can't possibly be bad. He can't possibly be wrong because we want to like Kanye. We think Kanye is cool. We think he's a genius. We think he's this. We think he's that. So of course, of course, it's A-okay for Kanye to harass his estranged wife. That's not okay. That's not okay. I don't care how much people don't like Kim Kardashian. I don't care what people think about Pete Davidson. You cannot harass her. It's not right. It's not okay. And any other dude, you would have called the cops on that man. Somebody would have called the cops on that man, or you would have advised that woman to take action because he was threatening.
The best mom I ever met.
Okay, let me speak on that because that I had a problem with. First of all, nigga,
you. I'm sorry. I know I fucked up your whole thing just
you
now.
did. I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. I don't even remember what I was saying. But what I will say is where he said,
"It's okay." You're saying that Kanye has to be penalized. Because he was harassing her.
There has to be consequences. There has to be consequences to his actions. And no one is going to call the cops on Kanye. No one is going, you know what I mean? Like, none of that has happened. So if he loses his performance at the Grammys, I don't care. I really don't care. Because he's wrong. And he's been wrong. And you got half of the internet going, oh, Kanye just loves Kim and Kanye just wants his wife back. Let that man try to get his wife back. At what point is it crossing a line?
It's been crossing the line.
That's all I'm saying.
It's been crossing the line.
And at that point, I don't give a fuck about your music or anything like that. I need you to just act right.
Not his strong suit.
But be eccentric and be crazy away from other people. Like, do whatever you want to do. You want to go on a rant, you want to do this, you want to do that, but don't harass a woman, your wife.
I don't disagree with
kids?
You. No, I don't disagree with you. But if we're talking about the Grammys,
talking about the location of where his kids are, where the wife is at the time, and all of that. Oh, and then apparently he's telling lies too. Apparently he's out here going, I don't know I haven't seen my kids in days, or I haven't seen my kids in weeks. And Kim is like,
fam,
Kanye, you just dropped the kids off.
She's like, fam, they was just with you.
Right. Also, we can see them go to public events. The paparazzi loves those kids. And we see they went to the Super Bowl with their dad. They go to games all the time with their dad. Like, every time I turn on the TV, I see, an image of Lil North and Chicago. I don't know if that's true. North, yes, but the other kids I can't keep track of. But at a game with their dad, hanging out. He sees his children. I don't know how much or how little he sees his children. I have no insight into that. But Kanye, we can see you. Like, we can actually see you.
All right, but should the Grammys be the ones dishing out the punishment? Serving up the punishment?
I think and we didn't mention that Instagram also shut him down for 24 hours. After some shit he said.
But Instagram be on that bullshit.
They shut him down for 20. But, I just felt like it was a kind of a nudge. Like, hey, Kanye, stop. I
don't know what was the last thing that got him suspended for 24 hours. Do we know?
I don't know.
Because to me, that's the question. Because Kanye does outlandish shit for a living. Right. So if it took this long to suspend him and it wasn't no wild shit, then it's politics as usual.
But again, this is something different. This is harassment. I don't care about, like I said, I don't care about the eccentric shit he does.
No, I agree with
he
that.
He could go ahead and do the eccentric shit he does. That's what people, yes, he does it for a living. People love that about him. But the moment that he created an unsafe environment for his wife, y'all could just get a divorce.
But does that mean that he shouldn't perform at the Grammys? Should the Grammys be able to have the power to say, hey, you're wildin', you can't perform?
Yes, for the reason I noted before. If the Grammys, if the Grammy organization has a certain standard that they uphold,
whiteness,
which,
oh my bad, whoops, too real, my bad.
No, it wasn't too real. That's absolutely true. But I think in this context, it doesn't matter. Yes.
So you think if a white dude?
I don't think that. I don't think they did this because they didn't want a black man to perform. I don't think that's what this was. What are you gonna say? That if he was a white man, they would let him perform? That is quite possible.
That's what I was going
to say. That is quite possible. It would be wrong, but that is very possible.
I think so.
But I also don't think I don't think that he's being let go just because he's black. I think he's being let go because I think the question that he did.
Right. I think the question is he getting a stricter punishment because he's not white?
What should his punishment be?
From the Grammys? That's my whole question. Should the Grammys be punishing anybody? I mean, let's be real. Who needs who? Kanye don't need the Grammys. No. The Grammys need Kanye. Viewership is down. Influence is down.
Well, I don't think the Grammys are worried about that. The Grammys, if the Grammys wanted, they could just not make it it doesn't have to be televised.
No. The Grammys are trying to compete with the Super Bowl, hence last year's weekend situation.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. So if that's who you view, it's like, again, like we said with Versus and T.I. T.I. was like, yo, I'm the man out in these streets. I want to challenge this person. I want to challenge that person. And Katz was like, no, go sit down. You're not part of this tier right here.
Right.
Okay, but that's how T.I. was viewing it. Like, yeah, I could go up against this big star. That's how the Grammys are viewing it. That's why they told The Weeknd, hey, there's an ultimatum. Either you rock with them or you rock with us, but you're not doing both. So if they feel like they could compete with the Super Bowl,
I don't think they have. I don't think they will ever. The Super Bowl is literally the biggest television event of the year.
Right.
Anyone can try.
Right. And if you're trying to be second, then you need star power.
Sure.
So Kanye is star power. Look, Drake already really don't fuck with the Grammys.
Right, and we'll get to...
Jay-Z has flip-flopped mad times, but he don't really rock with the Grammys. Right. And what would Jay-Z perform right now anyway? Crickets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so then who's the next top guy? Yay.
Here's the thing.
They need him, he don't need them.
Right, but they didn't need him enough to not drop him. You see what I'm saying? I don't. That's why I'm saying I don't even think, because I think that these organizations know. I think you're right. They know who they need. They know what would give them a boost. Mm-hmm. But it seems to me like that didn't matter this time. It seems to me
enough is enough.
Enough is enough. It seems to me that no one else was doing anything. I don't know who's supposed. I really don't. Other than Kim, who
Been shutting shit down in the comments.
But
She just up there like.
But let's
stop.
be serious. Kim is not the most popular. Kim and her family are not the most popular, especially among Black people. Mm-hmm. Had Kim really started to try to take action against Kanye, I don't know how many people would have rallied behind her. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that it would have been the right way to handle it for everyone else, for the people who are looking on at this, but I just don't know. I mean, there's already so many people who are like, please, he's just trying to get his wife back, mm-hmm. and don't think it's a big deal.
Right.
When those of us who are a little bit more sane, realize that this is fucked up.
Right.
What he's doing is fucked up.
No, I don't disagree with that part.
So,
but some people
if
have
the Grammys have decided
mm-hmm.
that they are going to take a stand because no one else is.
Right.
I'm not mad at the Grammys.
Uh-huh.
I also think that there could be some things going on behind the scene with who is connected to the event.
Yep.
And that is why he ultimately got bumped. But I just wouldn't know where that influence comes from. I wouldn't know.
Well, some people are rallying with Kanye.
Yeah.
Jay Prince is saying, fuck the Grammys, let's do our own event.
Yeah.
I saw Nicki give him like a little bit of love behind that.
What is Jay Prince? What is... So, does that mean that Jay Prince supports the way Kanye's been behaving, or he's just concerned that Kanye got bumped?
Jay Prince is a very influential behind the scenes person mm-hmm. in the music industry. Yeah. And I think that he, one, feels like fuck the Grammys if they won't support our culture. Mm-hmm. And two, I think he's using this as an opportunity to say, you know what, let's start some new shit.
Right. But, which is fine to start something new, mm-hmm. but I don't think that Kanye is the hill you need to die on in order to start something new. Because I think people are already not fucking with the Grammys like that.
Yeah, but
the huge artists that are of the culture, not really fucking with the Grammys like that.
Yeah, but it goes back to influence. If you could get Kanye to say, fuck the Grammys, we do this party at Dashing D's crib, mm-hmm. niggas is gonna roll with it.
Right.
So.
No, you're right. I just feel like it's dangerous to use the Kanye thing for something like this. Because again, you're spreading a message. You're sending a message that what Kanye is doing is not that bad. It's okay. Right. Mm-hmm. And that is the problem here. I think that Kanye needs to know that people think, because I think Kanye gives a shit about what people think.
Definitely.
And Kanye needs to know that people think that he's behaving badly. Beyond that, it's not okay to harass your wife or any other woman for that matter, or anyone for that matter.
I agree.
Like, we're not talking about something light. We're not talking about something he did once and then moved on. And this has been going on for months.
Yeah.
Months. And now Kanye has moved on to not just the two of them, but anyone who speaks about it. Like, we shouldn't even be speaking about Kanye right now because he might call us out.
Kanye, make sure you shout out LHRC
Pod. All right, Dashing D and JD, please. Okay, you know put us on the map.
Tell us that you're a billionaire and we're broke. It's fine. We know.
We would love it. Please. I mean, hello. Somebody sign us.
Right.
Sign us,
you
please.
Know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really frustrated with it. And he called out Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
He called out Dale Hughley.
They had an exchange. They also had an exchange.
Okay, I didn't even see the exchange that they had.
Yeah.
I think this will be a section of the Kanye episode, though, where we deep dive into the people he's feuding with.
Well, yeah.
But Yeah.
He's on some get down or lay down shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Speaking of get down.
Speaking of get down. Well, who else was involved in this Grammy thing? And do we think that the Grammys we should start our own thing?
I'm all for black ownership, black representation, and black power structures. So if that comes from dethroning and disowning the Grammys.
Okay. Even Quavo said, I have it here that Quavo said, the Grammys doesn't matter and he's down to do Jay Prince's concert instead.
There you
go. Jay Prince called on Kanye, Drake, Nicki, and The Weeknd and asked them to boycott.
There you go.
And suggested that they perform at the same time of the live broadcast.
Yeah, at his shindig.
Which would be next weekend, actually. So,
well,
hopefully we'll have something to report next Sunday. I believe that's either the 2nd or the 3rd of April.
April 2nd or 3rd, okay.
Yeah, so we'll have something to report on our next episode once that airs.
I can check.
I know you were... Okay, I know you're not planning on watching it, but...
It will be Sunday the 3rd.
Sunday the 3rd. That is when the Grammys is supposed to air.
I don't watch that.
I'm probably going to watch it just to, because for the good of the pod.
Right.
But,
yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So
I got other stuff going on. I'm not wasting time on Grammys.
Okay.
I'm just telling the truth. As Hove once said.
Well, excuse la-di-da. La-di-fucking-da.
Just saying. But, to answer your question, Game came immediately. The Game, the rapper from Compton, California, immediately came to Kanye's rescue. And he said a lot of stuff. Y'all can go look it up. It's a lot. I'm not reading it. You shouldn't read it. Game said a lot.
You shouldn't read it.
I'm saying we shouldn't read it
aloud. No, I'm not reading it aloud. No.
But Game said a lot of stuff, and it's interesting to see. But I was gonna say, speaking of getting down or laying down, I heard that Wingstop is getting down.
Oh yes, the Metaverse.
With the Metaverse.
So Wingstop has put in their paperwork so that they can participate. They can sell wings in the Metaverse.
Wings and tings?
Wings and tings.
So what did they file? What paperwork did they file? So we could be thorough and accurate and all that good stuff. Good journalist style,
Listen, I had it.
You lost it?
And I lost it. Wings.
Is to have... Never mind.
No, don't do it. Oh, but in the meantime, while I'm looking for this, so we talked about Netflix last week.
Oh, inflation.
And as soon as we're done recording, I saw that Netflix is now...
They coming for y'all. Or really, they coming for me.
Netflix is going to be charging people. They're trying to figure out how to charge people who share accounts.
Yeah, they coming for me because I don't pay. You pay. You got a whole squad. It's 30 of y'all. Y'all all have profiles.
Yeah.
But the rest of us, we have to pay. But Netflix been trying to figure this out for like 10 years. They even flaked and then tweeted, you know what, actually share the passwords. It's all good.
Right.
Netflix, listen, let me tell you. Hey, Netflix, look right here. Hey, hi. Listen, sharing passwords is not the problem. HBO Max is the problem. Disney Plus is the problem. Y'all were chilling before they came along. Let's have a real conversation. It doesn't matter how many niggas, how many people, because it may not even be niggas. It doesn't matter how many people. Hey, I'm just saying.
No, you're right.
It doesn't matter how many people are sharing passwords. Y'all motherfuckers have to compete with the big dogs now. Y'all were the only nigga on the block. It didn't matter how much y'all sold weight for.
True.
But there's other people
indeed.
here. And they coming with packages.
True.
HBO Max was like, yo, Discovery, what y'all doing over there?
I know. We didn't even
Discovery,
talk about
Discovery,
that.
what y'all doing? Yo.
Merger, hello.
Psst, hey, excuse me, Discovery? Can I buy you a drink? Can we have a conversation? And Disney doing all type of bundle packages. Oh, you want 12 streaming sites for $12.99? It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You could get Hulu, National Geographic, ESPN, mad shit.
Yeah.
And I heard a rumor just today from my guy Bare Minimum that Disney will be trying a free version of Disney Plus.
Oh.
With ads.
Thankfully, because listen, I don't watch.
That's the rumor that Disney will be rolling out.
I pay for Disney Plus too. I'm paying for a lot of things.
I do have a Disney Plus situation, and I pay half of.
You paying half? I'm paying whole, and I'm not even watching it.
Half.
I did it for the kiddos, though.
Did it for the nookie.
All right. All right.
Okay. I'm sorry. My sleepiness is making me delirious.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up. What were you looking for? So Wingstop.
Oh yeah. Wings and Tings.
Wings and Tings. Okay, so according to the Insider, on March 3rd,
I like the Insider.
Wingstop has filed a trademark to sell chicken wings in the Metaverse.
Hey, you gotta eat.
And it says, just the bullet points here, fast food chain Wingstop filed a multi-class trademark to enter the Metaverse. The application covers downloadable virtual goods, including NFTs and virtual food and drink.
Yes.
McDonald's and Panera Bread have also filed trademark applications to get into the Metaverse.
Absolutely.
So the Metaverse is getting food.
You gotta eat. You can't be partying with Snoop Dogg and shopping for all your favorite Polo and Nike gear and not eat. You gotta put fuel in the tank.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know anything about the Metaverse. I don't.
No.
I don't know anything about the Metaverse. I've been trying to read about the Metaverse.
But?
I just don't get it. I don't know why people want to be there. I don't know why people want to buy real estate there. I'm confused about why people.
All right, what do I answer first? A fuck
about the Metaverse. I just don't get it.
Well.
And will the wings be lemon pepper wet?
Oh no, you gotta holler at Rick Ross.
Will they?
I don't need wings in real life, so I can't.
I do. I'm just trying to figure out what's the plan.
The Metaverse is a virtual reality realm. That's the easiest way I can explain it. I saw something recently with Damon John and Mark Zuckerberg, and he said basically it is the evolution of augmented reality. Okay. We can take that however you like. Why do people want to be there? That was your next question, I think. Because 17 like Brandy, she just want to be down. People, listen.
That's it.
Facebook has a lot of influence. No, I got more. Okay. Facebook has a lot of influence and a lot of money. And so they are rolling out a lot of features with this metaverse. Excuse me. And people want to be involved. Also, it's kind of in its beta stage. It's not really out there yet. So people are trying to be the first to, get in there, learn how it goes, be able to maneuver and flip shit. You asked, why do people want to buy real estate? Well, Snoop Dogg's area, I don't know how they word things in the metaverse, but Snoop Dogg has this whole area He performs there once a week.
Is it
There's
like a
parties
meta hood?
all the time. It's Snoop Dogg's huge mansion, from what I've seen.
But is it called a meta hood?
I have no idea
Like
what it's called.
Like a meta hood?
I have no idea. But
meta.
Snoop is there. So there's a very famous story at this point of a person who bought real estate, digital real estate, next to, or virtual real estate, I don't know how it's worded, but he bought a piece of land right next door from Snoop Dogg's mansion area house, whatever. And it's to flip it. It's because he paid, I think it was $40,000 or $50,000, which is obscene and nuts. But he paid that much because he's gonna flip it.
Okay.
Which is where the NFT shit comes in.
Okay.
And I think the other reason that companies are getting involved now is because the popularity is growing and they don't want to be left out. So Polo and Nike were one of the first ones to file patents and virtual copyrights and stuff like that. And it's because people are going to be buying clothes. People are going to be buying items. People are going to be doing all type of different stuff.
When you get your shirt dirty after the wings, you're going to need another shirt.
You can't, after the lemon pepper wet, you can't have that same white shirt on.
Nah.
You gotta get another shirt. Where you gonna get it at? Polo, Nike. You know, or maybe you enjoyed it so much you get the lemon pepper wet merch, so your avatar could walk around repping in the metaverse.
Yes. Can you imagine walking around? No.
Lemon pepper wet. Saying it's wet.
Just can't get.
We
gotta get out of here. We gotta wrap this episode up.
No, we have mad shit on the docket.
No, this is the last thing.
The metaverse? No.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm positive.
I can't see anyway.
So why are you?
I don't know. Force a habit. Nosy nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga leaned over.
No, this is it.
Larry squinting, still couldn't see.
This is the last thing.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so people want to be involved in metaverse, and they have a lot of features, but largely this is to roll out the Oculus,
the virtual reality headset, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that is the thing. You at the moment, that's where the metaverse is. You gotta put on the headset, and you're in there.
So not roll it out, but this is to sell it.
Well,
to get the unit numbers up.
No, so my understanding, and I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments and correct me, please. My understanding is that the Oculus was launched at the same time as the metaverse.
I thought the Oculus existed before.
From my understanding, so my guy best friend told me that they had a device prior, but this new device is wireless. And has different and has more something like that, and it has more features. Okay. So that was launched hand in hand with the metaverse.
So an upgrade to the Oculus.
Yeah. But they're doing all type of different partnerships and stuff like that. Like on the Joe Budden podcast, they were talking about how now when basketball games come on, sometimes they don't watch it on the TV. They'll go into the metaverse and they have a way of being front row, courtside seats at the game in the metaverse. Okay. And so they said that they're sitting there, courtside seats, they're watching the players run back and forth, and that you can have dialogue with other avatars, other people.
This would make me nauseous.
And the other reason why people want to do this is, and I think this was the genius part.
Sickness bands to do it because.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. But I think the other reason people are doing this is because it was launched at the perfect time. When was this launched? During quarantine.
Lockdown.
During all of the stuff that was going on when shit was closed or shit might have just started opening. And it's like, well, I can't go anywhere. I can't see my friends. Guess what? You can't catch COVID in the metaverse.
Or can you?
There's an interesting story that I heard very briefly, and I want to do research on, but there's now consent things being built into the metaverse because people are doing inappropriate things already in the metaverse. So you need, like, if we're at the club dancing, I can't just be smacking your avatar's ass.
Oh, well, I think that's okay.
I just think it's interesting that people are already there.
Well, I kind of appreciate that because, again, we talk about influence and people. So a lot of people need to be retrained, and if you need to build it into video games, or I know I'll probably get flack for calling it just simply a video game, but things like that. Especially because we know when you're talking about things like virtual worlds, video games, whatever it may be, you there's a lot of leeway that they have to,
Absolutely.
There's lewd content, there's whatever.
Yep.
And so if we're now retraining people through these types of things that people are normally used to seeing, things that are maybe not the most appropriate. I hate using that word because I feel like there's levels to what's appropriate and what's not.
True.
But I'm for it.
I mean, and we spoke about Cosby a lot on the last pod. Oh, God. He can't do it in the metaverse.
No, he can't do it in the metaverse.
You see, so
he shouldn't be he should be banned from the metaverse.
I'm just saying that there are benefits, and I think it's easy for someone who right now doesn't feel social and doesn't feel comfortable going outside, or let's keep it a buck, never was going outside.
Yeah.
They were already a homebody to now get on and be lit at Snoop Dogg's mansion partying.
Yeah. Shaking
Avatar ass.
Okay.
I knew you just couldn't look at me like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
And Snoop is making a ton of money, by the way.
I bet he is.
He's selling clothes in there, all type of stuff already.
I mean,
Snoop is the man.
Things that look like bandanas.
Snoop is the man. Straight up.
I wonder if there's a dispensary in his neighborhood.
I would assume so.
Huh. I'm curious about that. That should be interesting. Well, listen, if you get an Oculus, invite me over and I'll check it out.
All right.
I'll take some.
Just don't be one of these videos on the internet of you like with gloves on knocking out somebody's kid. Yo, those videos are nuts. Have you seen those videos?
No, but
oh my God, there are videos.
Seasickness bands.
Oh, yo, there's videos.
Yeah.
So I guess there's a boxing game or something because there are videos of people wearing the VR headset and then like a wired thing that comes over as gloves.
Right.
And they are swinging like full body hooks and punches, and there are a couple of them like people just passing by and them getting knocked the fuck out because people are swinging for real.
What? Oh my goodness.
It's like if you put me in this room.
Yeah.
And then I just had it on and I didn't know who was coming in and out. And then somebody was like, oh, let me go get that shirt for you. And I'm in here swinging. And they just happen to just connect.
I can see how
me and the RZA connect.
I can see how that would happen. Yeah, that's kind of crazy though.
Those videos are wild. I'll show you one of them. Yeah. There's one of a guy knocking his toddler out.
Oh my God.
It's fucked up, but it's funny.
That is nuts.
He's just swinging. Boom, boom, and the kid walks right in. Beep.
Boom.
Drops.
Boom, boom, boom.
Lights out.
That's
like Ric Flair.
That's nuts.
You ever seen Ric Flair?
No.
When he just drops? Y'all know. It's all right. So I say we out of here?
I think so. What was the last song you listened to?
The last song I listened to... Oh, man, I don't know. And my phone is far. Oh, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Lyrics that niggas got away with.
I know. And we have some. Let's just do that instead of the last song.
All right.
Okay. You have one that you want to do?
I thought you had a whole...
I have a list, but we'll just do a couple really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so one that I was thinking about was Lil Wayne.
Where should we start? Let me get a scroll. You got a scroll in here?
Lil Wayne.
Is there a scroll behind one of the sequences?
Come on. Don't be that way. Lil Wayne. Well, the one that I kept thinking of was when he says, I've been fly so long, I fell asleep on the fucking plane. It doesn't really make sense.
I mean, that's why I said where y'all want to start, because
It doesn't really make
that
sense.
guy.
What song? I don't even remember what song that is.
I don't
now.
listen to him enough to know. Sorry, he's not one of my frequently played artists.
But he said that. He said, "I've been fly so long, I fell asleep on the fucking plane." And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's my favorite Lil Wayne line. It doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't make any sense. You've been fly like your clothes are fly.
So long
that you've fell asleep on the plane. What does that mean?
He's trying to double entendre.
But it's not. And that's the problem with some of these things that we've been finding, is that rappers think that they're giving you a double entendre, and it's a nothing entendre.
That's a good episode name too. Nothing entendre.
Nothing entendre.
What y'all know about the nothing entendre?
Ooh, okay. This one is a good one. I think we're gonna close it out with this. Okay. We did the Lil Wayne one, which, all right, just for.
But what was the song?
That's what I'm trying to figure out now. I'm just gonna put
because they let him get away with so many things. Like, there's a whole run that me and my lady best friend make fun of all the time. But there's this whole time frame when Lil Wayne was doing features, and he would say, I think I said, I think I said, on everybody's hot songs. That's how he was.
Above it.
I don't even know. Sorry if I heard it, but you don't gotta play.
No, I'll play just the beginning. Okay. Just the beginning.
Right above it. Is it right above her?
No.
See? What kind of name is...
Yeah.
I've heard it played before.
I mean, I like it.
You said it was your favorite.
And again, it is my favorite Lil Wayne line, but it doesn't make sense. And I can acknowledge that it just doesn't make sense.
Right. I think that's going to happen more and more as we look these up, or as we just listen to music and pay attention for them. Mm-hmm. Because I told you, she gave us drinks to drink. We drunk them, got drunk.
Got drunk.
I don't know why we let them get away with that shit, but that's my shit. That song is great. I love that song.
That's the thing. I'm going to give y'all one more, and then we'll hold off on the other ones. So, Kanye West, I Don't Like Remix says, I was in too deep like Mekhi Phife.
Right. So I remember when that song first came out, and I was like, I don't know if I saw In Too Deep, but I'm pretty sure I never saw any trailer with Mekhi Phife in it.
Because it's not Mekhi Phifer.
Yeah.
And his name's not even Mekhi Phife.
But sometimes when when you're trying to rhyme, sometimes you might shorten some shit,
which is fine. But you're not even saying the right person, so it makes it worse when you say his name wrong.
Yeah, you're right. That adds insult to injury.
It was Omar Epps, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering.
Remember when he said, "And I'm eating good, vegetarian with the brown rice." I just think that one is funny. Maybe I think it's okay.
I mean, I don't think that one is bad.
What's vegetarian?
Not a food, but
what's vegetarian?
But he's trying to say vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian.
You just said it's okay to say Mekhi Phife.
No. Well, I'm just saying I think it's funny. I'm not saying he couldn't have got away with vegetarian.
Mekhi Phife. Who is Mekhi Phife?
That guy who's not in that film.
All right, we got to wrap this episode up.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
It's time to go
for this week. This has been fun. Thank you for being here.
Yes, especially if you got this far.
If you got to listen, I don't know if I would have stuck with us this long.
Probably not. I probably would have clocked out around skeet.
Yes.
I probably would have been like, all right,
Pete.
I'm going to pause this. I'll come back.
Right. But thank you for listening, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.